I really hope that this does not break out my skin. All over TikTok, this foundation challenge has been going viral, and I really want to try it just to see how this is going to do on my skin. Now Meredith, who started off the challenge, she said apparently she's been doing her makeup like this since she was in high school, so I'm assuming for like a couple of years. It always starts off, like her videos always start off looking a little bit questionable with all the product, but the end result always looks very beautiful and very seamless. So we're gonna try this today. A little nervous, but we're gonna see. Just starting off with skin prep. So I went ahead and washed my face, and then I went in with just some witch hazel to tone my skin. And then I went in with the Ordinary hyaluronic acid. I really hope I'm saying that properly, but I went in with this. And then right after that, I went in with the Pond's facial moisturizer. I use this moisturizer every single day with the e.l.f. Hydra Grip primer. Now everything has been sitting on my face for a couple minutes. I wanted to really let the products do what they were supposed to do and sit on my skin for a little bit before I went in straight in with the foundation. Now for the fun part. It goes in with like a whole bunch of pumps, but the foundation that I use doesn't have a pump. I just use the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. So I'm just gonna put a heavy amount of this on my hand. I think that should be good, right? I really honestly feel like she goes in with a little bit more, but it's whatever. This foundation is a little bit orange for me, so I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Foundation Fix, this blue foundation, and I'm just gonna put a couple of pumps in there. Honestly, I think 2 pumps should be fine. And she literally just mixes it all together. Oh shit. I don't know how I feel about this so far, but we're gonna thug it out. We're gonna thug this out. I think she actually goes in with 2 layers of foundation, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go right in. Meredith girl, I got some faith in you, so let's see what this is gonna do to my skin. I'm gonna use like the rest of this that's on my hand, and oh, this is gonna feel so weird. We're just gonna go in. She puts it like all over her lips and everything. I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't look too bad. I'm not entirely mad at it. And bring it down to my neck. Oh, don't forget the sides, girl. Okay, I do kind of see what she means by like blending it in with her hands makes it a little more seamless. Kinda. Sure, why not? But literally look at what the fuck? So I'm gonna blend this in some more with my beauty blender. Really, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks pretty fine. I just don't like the mess. Like, I can't see myself putting foundation on with my hands every day. Like, that's way too much. See? And then she literally, she goes straight in. Oh my God, I don't want to use too much of this, but now when I do cream contour, I'll put it directly on the brush and then I'll blend it out afterwards, but this girl just goes ham. Okay, I guess trust the process, right? Trust the process. Now she blends this out with a beauty blender as well. I am not a fan of beauty blenders at all anymore, to be honest. Now she says like the secret is to blend, like just literally just keep blending. So see, that looks muddy. I don't like that. Miss Meredith says that she is a full coverage queen, and that she is, because girl, I cannot fucking do this shit every day. Let's fix this up with some concealer. So I'm gonna let the concealer sit for a little bit. Now, while that is doing its thing, we can go in and do these eyebrows. Now for my eyebrows, I'm gonna start by brushing them up, and I'm gonna use a little bit of edge control. I'm just gonna brush the brows up. I don't really know how this is going to mix with the foundation on top of my eyebrows, but we're gonna see. So now with the same concealer that I went in with under my eyes, I am gonna use this to clean up under my brows. And we're just gonna drag that down once we get everything nice and cleaned up. With the excess, I'm just gonna line the top ever so slightly. Okay, now she normally keeps her brows pretty natural, so I actually don't even think that I'm gonna fill them in at all today. And then we'll go right back in with the same beauty blender and we can start blending out this concealer. Okay, now my thoughts thus far on the base is honestly, I'm not mad at it. It really does look very seamless so far. And I haven't gone on top with a bronzer or blush or anything, but just in terms of like the foundation, the concealer, the method, the contour, everything, I like it. I'm not mad at it, I do like it. I literally used a beauty blender for this entire look. I need my brush now. I'm gonna go in with my brush and just pat everywhere that I had that cream contour just to blend it out a little bit better and make it more cohesive with the concealer and the foundation and all that. So Meredith goes in with the handy dandy Laura Mercier powder. So that's what I'm gonna use. Now me personally, when I go in with my powder, I just put a light layer just to set under my eyes and like everywhere that I put the concealer first. And then while I am doing my bronzer and my blush and things like that, then I'll go ahead and bake. So right now I am just going to use a little bit of powder just to set. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some bronzer. So I'm gonna take some and just tap it over my cheekbones. And we'll do a little bit of a nose contour as well. So, got all that in place. Now let's go ahead and bake. Looking a little scary, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna let this sit on my face for just a little bit. What I'm going to do is eyeshadow. So I saw this look, I'll probably put it somewhere right here, that she did a long time ago. It pretty much looks like she just used one color. So I am gonna do a turquoise look today, and I am gonna go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and we are going to be using this shade right here. I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place eye primer, and we're just gonna dot this on the lid. You really don't need too much of this stuff. It's literally just to make the color pop. So I'm gonna put this all over the lid. Well, I'm gonna drag it into my crease too, but I'm mainly gonna focus this on the lid. Good amount of that turquoise, and we're just gonna start packing it. I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm really gonna focus this part on the lid. Make sure when you use a flat brush that you really like tapping in, as opposed to like rubbing it on the eye. So we're just tapping, we're just getting that color down nice and pretty. And then I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy brush and we're just gonna buff out the edges a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and put the shadow down on both of my eyes. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade that is right next to the shade that I just used, this one right here, this Pool Party one. Same brush, and we're just gonna tap into it, and we're gonna blend this at the very top of the crease. So just to add some dimension and a little bit of shimmer to the top. Normally I'd put a shimmer on my lid, but we're gonna put it at the very top, not necessarily in the crease, but like just above the crease. And boom, yeah, I like her. She's pretty. Okay, so I went ahead and dusted off the powder as well. So now we can go into some blush. Now I am ready for some blush, y'all. We're gonna be dipping into mainly this one, but a little bit of this one below here as well. And we're just gonna start going ham on these cheeks. I'm gonna bring a little bit over my nose. I really wanna go pretty heavily with the blush because I already have a really bright eye and I want my skin to kind of bring that out. So take some over the nose. For whatever reason, it's not showing up as bright on camera, but I promise y'all the blush is there. She's there. I'm gonna finish up my eyes. I'm gonna put a little bit of shadow under my eye and do some liner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Does anybody get runny noses when they're doing their eye makeup? Because I just went and added lashes and liner and stuff, and my nose literally would not stop running. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of highlight, and then we can go ahead and do the lips. Now, Meredith loves her some highlighter. So I'm gonna go pretty heavy with my highlight today too. Not heavy, but a little more than like I would normally go for. I'm gonna put it just on the edge of my nose like so. And boom, yeah, she's doing that. She's doing that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to lips, which is my favorite part. I kind of want to do like a brown lip today, so I'm gonna start off with a sort of burgundy lip liner, and this one is by Juvia's Place. It is in the shade Scorpio. Yes, I knew I loved this for some reason. I didn't even know that was the name of the liner. Like, wow. Okay. Okay, so liner is on, looking gorge, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead in with my NYX lingerie, and this is in the shade Undress. It's sort of like a nude, but I'm gonna go over top of it with a gloss. yeah, I like her. She's giving. Deadass, somebody punch me in the fucking face if I say she's giving one more time. Last thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do with my lips, I am gonna go in with my Juvia's Place Nubian Nude lip gloss. And this one is definitely very brownish, a little taupe-ish, I would say. And we're just gonna go right on top. Okay, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and spray down my face and take this off, and I will be right back. All right, so this is what it's looking like in the end. I actually really like this technique. I might try it again, but with gloves, because that feeling of foundation on my hands, I'm just not a fan of, like, at all. But what is this edge doing? Get the fuck in formation. What the okay. She got a little attitude. It's okay. All right, y'all, but this is what it's looking like at the end. I'm a fan of the eyes. I'm a fan of the technique, honestly. My cheeks are nice and bronzed. I love this highlight that we got going on. My brows are looking nice and natural, even though I had foundation all in them, like when I started this, and I was losing a little faith, but overall, I think she looks pretty good. Definitely might try this again. In the meantime, definitely make sure that you guys subscribe. There's more makeup tutorials and videos to come and things like that, but this is the finished look. Her.